Hi, my name is Lito Reyes.
And I'm Roman Reyes, and this is Food
and Drones. Welcome to our special post-Super Bowl edition of Food and Drones. It is February 2017, and we just watched the Patriots of New England get defeated by the Eagles of Philadelphia. It was an exciting game, no matter who you're rooting for. It was an edge-of-your-seat game the whole time, and it was actually really good football.
It was. We watched the whole game at my friend Fridge's house, and it was it was quite. There were like quite a lot of intense moments and insane things that happened. Feats of athleticism.
The best way to watch a Super Bowl game, though, is with your friends and family, and so that's what we did. But before we hit the Super Bowl party, what we did is we went to the airfield. So let's play a video of our adventures of Super Bowl Sunday, and hopefully you'll be able to hear us talk about it while it's happening. So go ahead and play that.
Okay.
All right, it is Super Bowl Sunday, and we're on our way to the Apollo 11 airfield in the Sepulveda Basin section of Van Nuys, California. And we didn't bring any race quads with us today, but we did bring the big camera drone, and so we want to get some footage with that. And then we're going to hit a Super Bowl party.
Yeah, we're going to go to my friend Fridge's house for some Memphis-style barbecue.
Yeah. So it's going to be a good day. It's a beautiful day out here. We'll try to get some on-the-road footage, and we'll see how it goes. Let's get some flying in.
So now he's walking, and the drone is following. Should be following the camera, or the camera should be following him, and the drone itself is following him as he's walking, automatically. It's staying a certain distance away from him. So now he can set where it wants to be, lock it, locks it down, and he's going to follow you there.
we're heading up to Fridge's house, right over here, and we're gonna be eating some barbecue. Barbecue. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
I do like the last shot of the homemade barbecue sauce dripping all over your pulled pork sandwich or chopped pork sandwich. So, Super Bowl foods. Let's talk about Super Bowl foods before we get back into the drones. We've had a few customs. Well, not customs over the years. One of the favorite things I like to do when my father-in-law was alive. I love watching the Super Bowl with him. We would sit down and have beers. We would make chili. We would make dips. We would do all the finger type foods that you can eat. We would try to have, and that just was a fun thing that we always used to do. Your friend Fridge, though, they throw quite a bash.
Yes, my friend's Fridge's father, Mark Senior, he ended up smoking 100 pounds of meat, 50 pounds of ribs and 50 pounds of pork shoulder.
Yeah, to make all that chopped pork and all those ribs. I don't know if it went by pretty quickly, but you could see a serious amount of smoke ring and pink on those ribs. It was incredible. And that homemade barbecue sauce, a big, huge stock pot full of just homemade sauce. And there were two kinds of beans, and then there was, little smokies and little taco wonton things that were really good also.
So yeah, Mark Senior has been barbecuing for 18 years, about the same amount of years my friend was born, or how, anyways. And he does Memphis-style barbecue, and he has perfected it, in my opinion. It is so delicious, and eventually he's gonna give me some tips and some lessons on barbecue.
How many smokers and barbecues does he have?
He has one, and he has one grill, but for the Super Bowl, he got 2 extra ones. So he had a total of 3 smokers going nonstop for I think 16 hours the day before the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
We also had footage of the grill that was being used for hot dogs. There was a hot dog rescue that was going on when Roman came up, being rescued from the charcoal. There was, and then there were the desserts also. And there was my favorite were the chocolate covered macaroons. But yeah, it was good bash, and thanks again to the Frisian family for hosting us. They throw this Super Bowl party every year, and they're good people and great food and great people to be around to watch the game with. It was a good time all around.
So, Dad, what is your favorite traditional Super Bowl food?
Now it's barbecue. But in the years past, though, it was always chili. Either chili con queso, chili dip, or just straight having a pot of chili ready to go at any time. Or even, I think one year we did what's that dish called with the Fritos?
Chili mac?
Chili mac.
I can't remember.
I forgot what it's called. But anyway, chili with Fritos, that's always good too. But chili is like my traditional Super Bowl food.
My favorite, personally, was the chili con queso dip. It's just cream cheese and chili mixed together, and it was delicious and amazing. I could eat it straight. But this past Thanksgiving, when we were up in New Mexico, we tried spinach artichoke dip, like you get any restaurant, any place, but it had New Mexico green chilies in it.
That's the kicker.
It put it over the edge. It was so delicious, and I would make it in a heartbeat. It would be perfect for Super Bowl.
Yep. Green chili, spinach artichoke dip. Yeah, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Okay, let's get back to the drones for a little bit. So when we were there at the field, we were trying out a couple of features that we had not played with before with the 3DR Solo. And I know that the older DJI models did not have these features, but the newer ones do have, and the unique ones have similar features also. And what they are 4 features. The first one's called Cable Cam Mode, which is one that I do use a lot, and it's for setting up doing shot automation, where you set positions for the drone, set camera positions for the drone, and you can automatically you can have it automatically cycle through the whole shot sequence. The second one is called Zip Line, where you have 2 points, or actually multiple points, that the drone can go between, and while it's going between, you have freedom to move the camera around. So it automatically set the orientation of the drone dependent on the camera, and while it will continue moving along this line, along this axis. So that's zip line mode. The next one is called Follow Me. Follow Me mode. That's right. Follow Me mode. It's one of the ones we were playing with in the video a little bit, where you set it, where you basically tell it to follow you. You set a distance and a height that you want the drone to stay at, and you can walk around, and it'll automatically stay focused on you and stay whatever distance you set it to be away from you. So I was walking around the field, and it would fly around with me and keep focused on me, which is really a pretty cool thing. The next one is called Orbit Mode, and that one's kind of funky. What you do is you can tell it to either orbit around yourself, so it'll get the GPS location of the controller and orbit around the controller, or it'll show a map, and you can basically click on any location on the map, and it will orbit around that location that you clicked on. It shows a nice satellite view of wherever you're at, and you can, pretty high resolution version too, and you can just click on the point, and it will circle around it with the radius that you set and the altitude that you set. And also the speed that you set. So that's a pretty cool thing. And there is one more feature that I remember that we actually played with once called Selfie Mode, where you basically, it automatically does a flyaway with the angle and the distance that you want, so you can wave bye-bye to it. That's another one that we have played with. But that Follow Me Mode is really cool. I can imagine. I've seen videos of people riding in their trucks or on the trail on their mountain bikes, and automatically having their drones capture the footage. Really incredible tool, and amazing technology.
My personal favorite is the cable cam mode. It is just so much fun. It's so easy. You just kind of place a starting point, place your points after that, and then your end points. It automatically does the smoothest transition between the points, and moves the camera to where it was when you set it, and it's just so much fun to use.
And for cinematography, and for like real estate videos, that is probably the most useful tool out of the whole bag that comes with that comes in that toolkit. That cable cam mode, like I said, automating shots to whatever speed you want. It's just really handy.
And for most of these features, you can save these shots. If it automatically saves where the GPS location of where you started it, where the points were that you set, and you could just fly into an area, and it automatically picks up where it was.
Yep. So all the information is stored on your phone. So with the GPS coordinates, you just, like Roman said, just fly there, and they can pick up. You have the option to reload that shot exactly where it was a year or 2 years later, as long as it's still on your phone.
Now back over to this ride-along footage that we saw on the video.
Oh, yes.
There's this one moment where the person was going through the gates and crashed and landed upside down, and it looked like it immediately cut to a different video, but really it was something else.
Yeah, what happened was, so the latest version of the race drone software has a new feature. I think it's called Turtle Mode. I don't even remember what the mode's called, but it allows you to marshal your own and flip over your own drone remotely, which is something that ours don't have the capability of. But it's a really cool feature. So crash, you're upside down, and what it does, you switch the modes on your controller, and it automatically will run any 2 of the props rather than all 4. So if you run only 2 props, it will want to, say these 2, it will want to flip itself over. And if you do it just right, you'll land right side up again and can rearm it and keep on going. And that was the first time we've seen that in action through that video, and it's like, wow, that's a really cool feature. I asked the guy about it who had it on his drone afterwards. He said, yeah, it makes the top of your drone a little bit dirty because you get all the grass and dirt on it from upside down spinning, but still, it's really, really, really handy thing.
Definitely. You don't have to take your goggles off, put your radio down, or carry it all with you. Try to walk all the way out into the field to flip it upside down, and walk all the way back.
Just that walk of shame that I'm very familiar with. Yeah, it's a cool tool and something that we'll have to look into, and hopefully the next few drones that we build, we can get some hardware that'll handle that capability. All right. So, what's next? We wanted to. Oh yeah, we have another beverage adventure.
Yeah.
So let's go to camera 2 and talk about food again. Let's roll the footage.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. Ooh, spicy.
Okay, so that was, if you didn't catch it, Cock and Bull Ginger Ale. Where did we find that?
I don't know. I think it at our local Ralph's they have a whole soda section where they just keep cycling and adding new weird sodas, weird carbonated beverages that just kind of, I don't know, they catch our eye, and we just always have to try to get them.
In particular, we're always on the lookout for a new root beer or sarsaparilla or something along that family. But we also like ginger ale quite a bit. Now that Cock and Bull Ginger Ale, it made you cough, didn't it?
Yes, it was really like spicy. It was very gingery, which you know, if you inhale any kind of thing like chili or ginger or some other spices, it will make you cough, and this one definitely did.
Yeah, there's one ginger ale in particular that a mass market one called Vernon's Ginger Ale. I don't know if it's even still available or if you've tried it. But it would make me cough just like that. But that one I did taste it after Roman did, and yeah, that ginger ale had a kick to it, definitely.
That ginger ale, Cock and Bull, it was actually really good. One of my favorite ginger ales. It was everything a good ginger ale should be. It was let's see, clean, it was crisp, it was spicy, and it was very easy to drink. It was a fun time.
A provocative name, but a good solid ginger ale. How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd rate it about like a 8.5.
No, just of ginger ales or of sodas all together?
Oh, of ginger ales probably 9, but overall 8, solid 8.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It was lacking the sweetness that you usually get from ginger ale. Like less sweet is more of a ginger beer, but this ginger ale is still really, really good.
Yeah, it was one of the sharper ginger ales. Yeah, almost verging into the ginger beer territory, huh?
Yeah, like Canada Dry, the other like I think the most popular ginger ale out there right now. It's very sweet. It's very smooth and more ginger flavor than real ginger essence. This Cock and Bull one really had a ginger essence that kind of got to you. It was really good, very sinusy, but like a good kind of sinusy.
Cool. All right, so that's our wrap up of that's our this week's beverage adventure. Like I said, we are always on the lookout for new sodas. If you have any interesting ones that you want us to try, let us know in comments, or either in the comments here on Facebook Live or in comments on YouTube videos, and we'll see if we can hunt it down and give it a shot and see what they're like. So, let's see now. What else do we want to talk about? Oh yes. We didn't get a chance to go to our Euro place because we normally we would go there after going to the airfield, but we didn't have that Super Bowl party to go to. So next time we will have to go there. In the meantime, though, you can look forward to some Hawaiian barbecue footage that we did get, and we'll put that together for a future episode. Also, if there's any styles of food that you'd like us to look at, or any questions about drones, let us know. On any of the regular outlets. What are the regular outlets?
Well, you can follow Food and Drones, that's Food and Drones, on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, or Anchor.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else we want to talk about? We had a great Super Bowl party. We love Super Bowl chili. And we don't do pizza really much for Super Bowl. Oh, nachos is one thing that we did used to do also a lot.
Wings.
Wings.
I do want to talk about wings for a little bit.
Okay.
Stick around. So, what makes a good wing? What makes a good wing?
Okay, I don't like my wings too saucy. I like them to be slightly crispy. You know, a wet slobbery sauce just isn't appealing to me. Even if no matter how good the sauce is, it has to have a bit of a crunch and crisp to it as well. Texture.
So yeah, I think that comes out of just putting salt on your wing before you cook it, and just letting the moisture get the moisture to draw out, and before you cook it, and that makes a nice crispy skin, crispy crust.
One technique that I've seen, I think Julian, my oldest woman's brother, my oldest son does, is coat the wings in butter before frying them, and then not before frying or baking them, and then toss them in the sauce afterwards. The coating them in butter gives them a bit of a crispiness while they're cooking.
Julian makes delicious wings. He makes the sauce from scratch. He does the whole process himself.
Yeah, we'll have to have him on to talk about wings sometime.
Oh yes, we're gonna have to do a cooking section eventually.
Yes, eventually we'll have to do almost the actual cooking segment.
We're gonna have to clean the kitchen first.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right.
I think that
wraps it up. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us on another episode of Food and Drones.
On the plate and in the air.
I'm not gonna say it.
Food and drones are everywhere. Thank you, and see you next week.
All right. Thank you.